Hello everyone, my name is Brian Schwager. I'm the founder of the Wellness Movement Center. I hope you're having a great day. Let's make it better by giving you some news you can use. We're going to talk about the 4 principles to wellness and movement, helping you live longer and move better. But you must feel well to move well. You must feel well to move well. Now, what kind of challenges get presented here at the Wellness Movement Center? Chronic pain, acute pain, lack of performance. We have inflammatory issues. We have sleep issues. We have digestive issues. What we're talking about here is not just fitness, is not just the movement part. I want to get to the movement part of the goal for my clients, but in order to get there, I got to get some things out of the way and more healthy and functioning normally. In other words, having better movement competency can only be done once we find out what the limitation is. Now, what I've created is a wellness movement lifestyle questionnaire and a rating scale that rates each one of these 4 principles. Principle number 1, we will rate your emotional health and how you handle stress. Principle number 2, we will rate biochemical health and how you sleep. Principle number 3, we will rate your nutritional health and find out how you're digesting, what and when you're eating and drinking. And then principle number 4 is we're going to look at how you're moving. Now, to help better illustrate this point, I'm going to put this image of this human anatomy in the center of this diagram. I always tell my clients when I'm talking with them or consulting with them in my office, I will bring out this banner here, this poster, and I will put their challenge in the middle and say, well, you have a low back problem? Here's your low back. You don't have a low back problem, you have a body problem. Your body is an interdimensional system of systems. It's an organism. It is a self-regulating organism which all systems communicate integratively amongst one another. So you have your nervous system, you have your immune system, you have your digestive system, your endocrine system, your muscles and bone systems, which is called your musculoskeletal system, and a whole slew of systems that communicate and help you to function. There is no one part of the body that isn't integrated by another part. Even when you use your eyes, you'll use various muscles in your feet to help detect where you are in your space-oriented environment. Even when you have digestive issues, that will affect how your body stabilizes and acquires balance and motion. Just to give you a couple examples. So we interrelate how these other principles are relating to your dysfunction from a physical perspective. Because it's all interrelated. What we have to begin to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that your body is interconnected, and that unless we take a holistic and integrated approach, we're just going to keep treating symptoms. And I'll tell you, the clients that come and see me, they're pretty fed up with treating symptoms. They want to get to the cause of their challenge. Now, I won't say that's always easy, depending on how many years and how many layers that they have going on, but it is a probability that they will move away from the pain that they have when they start moving their body more towards enhanced wellness and movement. When you start enhancing the other principles, your movement will get better. Because we all have to move. You know, even Einstein said nothing happens until something moves. But a lot of us can't even move because we're not feeling well enough to go out and do anything physical. And that doesn't make any sense. Or we're trying to do something physical without addressing the other parts of the organism properly, and we get 2 steps ahead, we take 4 steps back. The new model that I've embraced, thanks to my education at the Czech Institute, and as a corrective holistic exercise kinesiologist, this is how we're taught to think about, dealing with any kind of challenge. It doesn't even matter if you have a performance-based issue. Let's say I'm working with an athlete who's lacking speed and power. I'm still going to look at all 4 principles and evaluate, assess, and then come up with a plan to help that person to help themselves. I am going to teach you how to follow your own wellness and movement plan and to enhance your emotional health, biochemical health, nutritional health, which will then, of course, enhance your physical health. Even all the organs in your body connect interconnect with your muscle tissues. I've often said in other posts, I've used an example, digestive. Look at this. Inside the body you have all your organs. And your organs are all intercommunicating with your brain. So they're doing that by way of the spinal cord. So the nerves that come out and innervate these organs go right through the tissues that are located in the same area as your inner core. This anatomy poster, we look here at the abdominal wall. This is the core. This is the abdominal wall pulled away so you could see the inner part of the core. There's the inner core and there's an outer core. Now your inner core is responsible for stabilizing joints in your spinal column. However, going back to your digestion and the visceral system that encases your organs here, when there is inflammatory conditions in the digestive system or in the organ, it will inhibit or turn off your inner core. And now, one more caveat, remember that your brain and your gut communicate together. They're a synonymous working relationship. If you've ever got butterflies in your stomach from worrying, there's your answer. If you've ever had a nervous stomach before taking an exam or having a big meeting, there's your answer, folks. That's how it interconnects. And if that's done enough times throughout the month or days or the hours of the day, then it will inhibit those muscles that help to stabilize your spine. But this is actually pretty new for people. Now, I've been working clinically on and off for 25 years of the 40 years that I've been doing this. And I have to say that, you know, over the course of my career, I have been embracing and cultivating a more holistic and integrated approach. But in the last 15 years, I really got educated in how these systems intercommunicate with the human body. And this is what I came up with. This is the 4 principles. This is how we're going to address anybody that walks in my door. So unless we're addressing emotional, biochemical, and nutritional health, your physical health will not get better in the long run. You can always get short-term results. I mean, we have been treating symptoms for decades, and people will tell you sometimes it works. Their symptoms go away, but they come back somewhere else, or they come back to the same area, but now it's even worse. And hopefully it doesn't lead to surgery or even something more detrimental. But we have to look at the body as a holistic organism. We have to start addressing our concerns from this perspective. And when I started to really cultivate this in 2012, 2013, I was really beginning to see how I could get to the root cause of my clients' health challenges. I don't do this alone. I have a team, an outsourced referral team of integrated holistic practitioners that I can go to help me in areas that I am less than educated to consult on. So I have functional nutritionists, metabolic typing advisors, chiropractors, physical therapists that I can network with. Oh, and the other one, really important, is acupuncture. And if I might digress for a second, your acupuncture meridians, which are energy vessels that run throughout the entire body, also interconnect with these 4 principles. You know, we're taught at the CHEK Institute, when in doubt, refer out, and collaborate our abilities together to help that person get well. Join us in our community of wellness and movement clients who are all embracing and cultivating new lifestyles so that they can enjoy their lives and they can move better through it. I'm Brian Schwager, founder of the Wellness Movement Center, saying have a great rest of the day, stay empowered, and bye for now.